Mr. Stackman, tell me about your boxing. What do you do?
It's fun. Well, first of all, I want to go back and say I did tell all the gals that were trying to get me to go that they were right.
Yeah.
And
It's always better.
yeah, yes, it is. You recognize that sooner is always better than later. But they play music, and everything they do is designed to combat a symptom of Parkinson's. And Parkinson's is one of those things where you have, your brain and interferes with your muscles' ability to respond and your body. That's why they get the dyskinesia and the shakes and your body not behaving the way that it should. First of all, they play rock music of our generation, which gets you involved with it, so you're there from a musical standpoint. That's wonderful. And then they give you short commands where you have to use your brain and your mind to stay active, like you're going to throw X amount of combinations of punches into heavy bags, or they have ladders painted on the floor, and you have to step in and step out of them, much the way you see football players do between tires. Ours are not between tires because we'd be falling all over the place. So these are just painted on the floor, and you have to use your footwork, and you have to have strengthen your brain to tell your muscles what to do. And if you keep doing that, the muscle memory becomes very strong, and it can override some of the symptoms. And that's wonderful. Parkinson's even takes away your voice. And my voice used to not very often be this soft, but even with the commands that they give, you're supposed to holler back.
Yeah.
So the more you exercise it, the more you can strengthen your voice. So it works out very well. So
you don't have to box a person.
no, that was one of the things that I harbored under when I first heard it. Why would I want to go boxing, But
I already have a problem. I don't need another one.
right. No, but I appreciate the question. That exactly where I was, at least from my standpoint. So thank you.
Thanks. Mr. Montalegre, how did you find these services? How did you even find out about them?
Not fast enough, to be perfectly honest. We started, using internet searches to try to see what options there were, and I think that's where we started getting confused. I think if you put in, dementia, any of those kind of searches, tons of things come up. And after having gone through several rounds of talking to the wrong people, I found the right people, and they were able to get us in to take classes for us so that we could understand what was going on, so we could learn about what dementia progression looks like, what some symptoms are that might happen, what adaptations we can make to help our family members. It's that kind of education that really gave us the confidence to keep looking. Because at that point, we don't even know what we don't know. So when you don't know what you don't know what to look for. But being in those classes, it tells you this is what you need to look for, this is what you need to look for. And it's really developing like a new vocabulary for things that we had never heard of before. So,
Ms. Patton, can you tell me, do you have any other stories you want to tell us about how you've changed people's lives?
Thank you for asking. So I've been very inspired by both of the other witnesses here today and the questions that have come from the committee. I think that what I'd really like to just share is the things that we've just talked about here. This discussion has inspired me to think about the value of the Older Americans Act, the value of conversations like this with people that can tell stories and that can make a difference in policy and in practices. It saddens me when Eric says that he didn't get the information fast enough. And, I think that, through the Older Americans Act and the innovative approaches for AAAs, and when we think about the programs that we have, I'm thinking about 3D and the evidence-based programs is where we're touching individuals and how invaluable it is that we're meeting people before they're in crisis, that we're leveraging the funds and the programs under the Older Americans Act to get to families, caregivers, and individuals before the crisis.
Do you think you both help people and you save money?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We help people and we save money. And the sooner that we do that and the more innovative we can be, yes.
Have you helped people either stay active in their job or stay active in their volunteering?
Yes, through the area agency and through the Older Americans Act Transportation Services, through the ability to work collaboratively with other organizations. We have many individuals that come and volunteer in our meal sites that might not otherwise get out.
So for any of you, is there any reason at all you think we shouldn't reauthorize the OAA? Is there any, in your wildest imaginations, can you imagine why we wouldn't do that? No. It's pretty simple, isn't it? So, well, on behalf of the ranking member, I just want to thank you guys for coming here. I want to thank you for your testimony. I think that having a hearing like this gives us an opportunity to give, hopefully inspire all of our colleagues to focus on this and get this done as quickly as possible. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today and participating. I look forward to working with members across the aisle and down the dais. If any senator has additional questions for the witnesses or statements to be added, the hearing record will be open until next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Thank you guys for coming.